everybody, it is Katie of the Night, and today I am joined by some of my friends for a very special video, the Final Fantasy tag. This is a tag that I just whipped up. It's 20 questions. Let's go ahead and get started. What Final Fantasies have you played? I have played 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-2, 11, 12, and 13. I have Dirge of Cerberus, and I'm borrowing Tactics, but I have not played those yet. What's your favorite Final Fantasy? 7 is my favorite, and 9 is a close second. Who's your favorite character? Maybe saying Cloud is too predictable, but I do love Cloud. I like Yuffie. I really like Zell. I freaking love Steiner. And I love Vivi, though it took me a while to realize he's awesome. Who is your favorite villain? Once again, maybe it's too predictable to say Sephiroth, but I'm gonna have to go with Sephiroth. It seemed like he was the most involved with the characters and with the actual plot of the game. And he's just really, really cool. But does Don Corneo count as a villain? Consider him too. Who's your favorite hero? Of course, we have the silent, grumpy type. And we also have the cheerful and upbeat type. But what about Zidane? Now he brings something different to the table. It's actually quite refreshing, and I think I enjoy him the most as a hero. What is your favorite party? That's a tough one. I don't really know why I made this question if I don't know how to answer it. I always like to have diversity. I always like to have someone who's good at healing. I would always like to keep someone who was long range. I kind of like to mix things up and use a little bit of everyone, but I never used Kate Sith, never used Kamari. Kind of like generally an equal opportunity party arranger. What's your favorite weapon? How about Lulu's Moogle? Just kidding. I really think the Gunblade was a cool thing. I'm gonna go with the Gunblade. What's your favorite spell? From the very beginning, I've always had a special place in my heart for Cure. So I'm gonna have to say Cure. And of course that would include Cure, Curaga, Full Cure, all that stuff. I guess I'm a white mage at heart. What's your favorite enemy? Of course there are the fun enemies like the magic pot or the fairies. And there was always an enemy that I liked in Final Fantasy VII, and I kind of hated to kill her. She was this like beautiful siren called the Pollen Salta, and she was always doing this. Those are interesting enemies. And of course the Tonberry. He was scary. Chocobos or moogles? Chocobos or moogles? Although chocobos are very useful, moogles are just so freaking cute. I'm gonna have to go with the moogle, but I love them both. Who is your favorite Cid? Is that too easy? Cid from Final Fantasy VII. Did you rename any characters, or do you routinely rename any characters, and what do you name them? Yes, girl, yes. I always rename the characters in Final Fantasy IX. Zidane is ugly. I always called him ugly. Ever since I bought the game in 8th grade, I was like, I hate him. His name's gonna be ugly. And that's what I just have always renamed him, even though I like him now. But hey, it's easier to pronounce than his real name, so I just go with it. Steiner, I always called him Shiny. And I always named Vivi Pointy, because he has the pointy hat. Your favorite summon? In Final Fantasy VII, it was always Ifrit. In Final Fantasy X, Anima. I always have to say it like Seymour. Anima is my favorite. Oh, just like so much anguish and pain, but power. He's just, he. Anima is amazing. What's your favorite location? Macalania Woods. Dark City Trino. It's just something so appealing about a place that's nighttime all the time. Why is that? Where would you like to live? Too easy again? Costa del Sol, probably. Yeah, I mean, I even bought a house there, so. Although sometimes I think I'd rather like to be the Chocobo sage and live in the middle of nowhere where I never have to talk to another person ever. But it is fun to pretend I'm a student at Balam Garden. Favorite side quest? I am not much of a side quest girl, TBH. I was the bomb at Tetramaster, and I was pretty okay at Chocobo racing. What's your favorite Final Fantasy song? Historically, my favorite song is Place Your Bets, and that was the song that played in the Gold Saucer during Chocobo racing. So not when you're actually racing, but when you're in like the lobby getting ready to race. And lately, I've really been enjoying the Besaid Island theme from Final Fantasy X, and then the Dark City Trino theme from Final Fantasy IX. What is your favorite Final Fantasy moment? When Aerith died! Just kidding. Maybe. My favorite Final Fantasy moment is the end of Final Fantasy IX when Ugly comes back. What is your biggest Final Fantasy disappointment? I have a confession to make. I've never beat Final Fantasy VIII. There's always a reason. First, it was some important GF I didn't get or something, I can't remember, and then this time I think it was the cards. I've always come so close, but never made it to the end. And for our last question, what are your thoughts on the Final Fantasy VII Remake that is coming out soon? Like many, I'm sure, I have a lot of emotions. Fear, excitement. I know it's not going to be the same, of course. I mean, that's why they're remaking it. It's not going to be the same. So I'm trying to be very, very open for it. I am really excited that Final Fantasy VII is still being worshipped and still getting the attention that I think it deserves. And I'm glad that they're trying to modernize it and kind of bring it to life. And I hope it'll bring it to life more effectively than Advent Children did. I'm really excited, especially to see the locations and the scenery in a very realistic format. I'm also excited for all the characters to have voices. I'm ready. I bought PlayStation 4 for this purpose. I'm gonna ask 2 days off work and just drink a bunch of Red Bull and do nothing but play this game. And I'm just hoping for the best. But like I said, I'm open. I'm trying not to be like a grumpy old person. I'm trying to just take what they give me. All right, so I don't really have any YouTube comrades yet, but I'm gonna try to tag Kelly Eden in this video because she's the only other person that I follow religiously that loves Final Fantasy. But feel free to discuss, to make your own video of this tag, or just answer the questions below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye forever. One final note, just wanted to give y'all a little look at this shirt, which is the best thing I own. Yeah. I think I need to go play some Final Fantasy after this.